Welcome back. San Salvador, El Salvador is thousands of miles from Al-Faw, Iraq. But don't tell that to the soldiers of the Cuscatlan Battalion in Wasat Province. They're just doing their job. Army Sergeant Marty Collins has the story.
After several days of skirmishes between Iraqi security forces and Shia extremists in Al-Faw, El Salvadoran soldiers packed up a couple of trailers of supplies and hit the road. Colonel Walter Arevalo, commander of the Cuscatlan Battalion, explains. Today we gave out 350 packs, approximately $50 worth of food in each pack. These will help 2,000 people in the corresponding villages. We also gave out 12 wheelchairs to help people with mobility problems. Normal life was halted for many who live in around Al-Faw after the recent violence here, and these folks are trying to get back to life as usual. Yesterday we were called out by coalition forces and the Iraqi Minister of Health to assist in transporting medical supplies. The battalion transported 5 truckloads of medicine and surgical supplies to the nearby hospital in Al-Faw. The current Cuscatlan Battalion has 3 months boots on ground, and instead of shying away from new projects, they're tackling them head-on. Colonel Arevalo says he is proud his country is part of the coalition because they are helping the people of Iraq, and his troops are learning a lot from being here too. Reporting from Al-Faw, Iraq, I'm Army Sergeant Marty Collins.
For the first time in Wahida, soccer fans have a place to play the game they love. Specialist Joseph Rebecka takes us there for the story.
Shouting cheers and waving for their national flag, citizens of Wahida were hyped up for a big game of soccer. It wasn't the World Cup, but it was the first game of soccer played at the newly constructed Wahida Soccer Stadium. Madain Kata Mayor Musen Nassar, along with other elected officials of the Madain Kata, opened the new stadium, which is the first to be built in the Kata. Mayor Nassar, not but all the Madain Kata.
It's very important for the Iraqi people, and it's a great step for the people of the Madain Kata. We put a lot of resources in this project for the youth of the Kata. This way they can stay active and better their minds for school and in sports for a better future.
Hundreds of children and citizens of Wahida filled the stands to watch and cheer as teams played a 15-minute game, ending with a shootout. The teams consisted of players from Wahida, but regional games against other towns are planned. With security improving in the southern area of the Kata, a similar field is in construction for Salman Pak. Mayor Nassar sees the soccer stadium as a product of improved security and a step towards returning to normal life in the Kata.
When we see the crowds and people come to watch the soccer games, it shows how the security is more stable and calm. This is the first soccer field in the Madain Kata that we built. Thanks to the Iraqi security forces for providing the security and bringing us back to stability and normal life.
The locals want peace and normal life in the Madain Kata, and the Wahida Soccer Stadium is a step towards that goal. Reporting from the Wahida Soccer Stadium, Iraq, I'm Specialist Joseph Rebecka.
They're called The Connection, and recently troops at Fob Iskan had a chance to hear the music of this Dallas-based band. Army Sergeant Crystal Cook has that story.
The soldiers at Fob Iskan got a nice surprise from 2 musicians this week. Ramon and Sebi from Dallas, Texas played for a small group of fans at a remote forward operating base. Unlike some of the FOBs in Iraq, Fob Iskan doesn't have Subway or Burger King or even a Green Beans Cafe. What takes up most of this FOB, well, is a power plant. So getting visitors here, it's pretty rare for the troops. The Connection is the name of this duo. One of them sings and plays guitar, and the other beatboxes. It's a unique approach to music.
Yeah, actually, like I said, I was active duty Air Force, and my job was to rig parachutes, which gets pretty monotonous. So to pass the time, as I was rigging parachutes, I started making noises, and my musical ear turned into music. And at the end of my enlistment, it was pretty good.
For a couple of weeks, they traveled through Iraq and Kuwait, and their last stop was at Fob Iskan.
Just to see them smile and let loose for a minute and relax. That's why we come, just to give them a minute of downtime, to get their minds off of everything that they do on a daily basis. That's why we come. It makes me feel good just to look out in the crowd and see a guy tapping his foot or moving his head or smiling. That's the reason we do it.
And that's exactly what these soldiers got to do. Relax and enjoy the music. Reporting from Fawbishkan, I'm Army Sergeant Crystal Cook.
Don't forget to log on to taskforcemarne.com for all the latest news and information. taskforcemarne.com is your window into our world. Thanks for watching this edition of our newscast. From all of us here at Task Force Marne, Camp Victory, Iraq, I'm Specialist Rebecca Reyes. Rock of the Marne.